hanging in the melees in their community. I get tagged with plenty of stuff as well, and certainly Lighthaven, aka Sergey, he's always kind of tagging me and others for certain content to check things out, and he did tag me with a couple of videos that we're gonna check out here today. And I will, of course, Disney, when it comes to Disney Star Wars in particular, Disney Star Wars is not something I care for. I have already tortured myself with plenty of its slop. The last thing I know for coverage wise, Jay Hitman and I on our show Saturday Night Sith, we had covered the Acolyte, which I think just kind of took it out of us. Certainly did for me. I was kind of I tapped out. I mean, it was already bad enough we had things like Obi-Wan the Obi-Wan show, everything to do with everything Disney Star Wars, basically, because we were like covering, we the way we started our show was first with the Book of Dad Bod Fett, or Book of Boba Fett, and we were going from there. And like in between things, like in between seasons of certain shows we were waiting for, we then covered like Star Wars Rebels and all of that. So needless to say, I don't care for Disney Star Wars. I have the only game of this era that I have played, and I do have, I guess, unfortunately, on one of my profiles, but I got it for so I got two games, but I got them for like, I know I got one for $5, which was the Battlefront 2, and it just doesn't hold a candle to the original Battlefront 2 from 2005. It just does. But I did get that to check it out and be like, okay, let's see if there's anything redeemable to this, because I already knew the story. They teased us with, oh, you're gonna play as the Imperials, and then, oh, so shocking, they don't let you get to play as the Imperial, not for very long at least, because like I think not even I don't even want to say it was halfway through the storyline, you then the character switch sides to be with the Rebel Alliance. And if you want an actual storyline where you get to play through, as the Empire, the Battlefront 2 from 2005 is where you get to do that. And it's a hell of a story. It is a hell of a story. It's great too. So I definitely recommend it. But I played that, and of course I played the Jedi Fallen Order, which I've talked about off and on as being at best a very mid-game Souls light, is how I think some people have called it, just for some of the rolling mechanics and stuff like that, and the parry and everything. It's a hack and slash for the other part. I'll always be a fan more for Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy when it comes to Jedi games, because that's where this lightsaber is an actual lightsaber, and otherwise, like, I haven't touched much else for Star Wars content on Disney Star Wars. But this Galactic Racer is getting some people's attention out there, and like it is, I was tagged and I figured, why not? I'll check it out. We'll cover it over here on this side of things, and we will see just what this is showing, if any promise at all. And so here we go. This is on the VGC account. Star Wars Galactic Racer Pod Racing, the 4K 60 gameplay. Oh boy. Sorry, just a moment. Switch on over here. Look at that orange. Look at that. Okay, here we go. King of the Racers, Tatooine. I mean, I guess it shouldn't be any surprise that I'm guessing they are using the Unreal Engine, considering you see, I don't know if he's, because I just happen to catch it, just the way the textures suddenly pop in right there as we got to this screen, and then also there's some spot over here where things are shifting and changing, which is kind of, I said this before on another stream. On another Respawn Roast Cantina, that's kind of with the Unreal Engine. When you kind of jump into scenes, so it's kind of like things will look like they've lost their textures, and it's a very base color, and then finally it'll load in. Like I said, if you really want to see some of that, the first BioShock game, you can see that on full display. I remember it happening a lot, even on console and stuff like that. So, the consoles are just fun. No. It did it on console as well, and it did it on PC. It did it on both systems. That's just part of the Unreal Engine. Oh, you're getting a load in as Sebulba, huh? At least that's what it looks like. So that's funny. What the hell is that? Is that supposed to be one of the racers taunting you or something? Perfect landing. Okay, yeah, it's the other racers. Oh, ate it. It's just, I don't know. I mean, so far from this, I am just kind of getting, if you played Star Wars Pod Racer back in the day, it's kind of the feeling I'm getting, but it feels a little, I think just a little slower. That was some kind of interesting there. I mean, it's a racer. It's the probably least thing that a team could mess up. Galactic Racer. So that was that video there, and we'll check out this next one from GameSpot over here. See what they have to say. Okay, it's a Burnout game. Gotcha. Which I've only played. I don't know which one I played a Burnout game. I think it was. I just don't recall which Burnout game. I did Burnout Paradise, I think. It was on the PS3. Yeah, I played Burnout Paradise on the PS3. I think it might have been either something I had gotten for free through the PS Plus, or I did actually pick it up. I don't recall which. But okay, let's continue.
So I gotta be honest with you, I'm not a big Star Wars. I like some of the older films, abundance of Star Wars. I like the old.
I still feel that way.
I never really excited. That is until I played.
That's that manipulative bullshit. You know it is.
Almost every form of Burnout. I mean, it's not open.
A lot of people have been kind of already calling that from the first trailers that dropped for this, that it was gonna be kind of it was Star Wars meets Burnout. So it's because of like the destructibility of the vehicles and everything like that. Like it was, since I hadn't played a whole lot of the Burnout series, I wasn't exactly sure what they were referring to. But I guess it did have to do with the destructible cars and stuff like that.
So like Burnout Paradise, but those classic Burnout games where high lethality to racing, where after a few hits, your car gets blown up and then you respawn and you need to catch up. And there is like an arcade battle. That is what Star Wars Galactic Racer is.
I mean, to me, I would almost then think, especially if what we saw with that previous video where Sebulba flashing with the heat vents and had the flames come out of the pod like it did, then I mean, my brain also goes to the likes of an old classic, Rock and Roll Racing, where it was a destruction derby, and the cars all had their different weapons, either missiles or oil slicks, laser beams, mines and stuff like that. Like that game was so much fun. And don't want to play with monkey's paw here, but I would have loved if they made a new Rock and Roll Racing, but thing like it is, couldn't really anymore, considering licensing would be a bitch. But that's kind of where my brain goes to for kind of like, you know, racing combat. And of course the Mario Karts and everything like that probably popularized it the most, with being able to attack your fellow opponents, destroy them in a sense, and get them kind of completely, like, you know, sideswiped for a moment before that kind of load back onto the road and get going again.
All high lethality a couple times, they explode. So while you're racing these Star Wars vehicles, on top of trying to get ahead of your opponents, you also want to blow them down. It's almost better to focus on that than it is to incredibly well with this, because the setup of this game, you're basically like in an underground that takes place in the outer, like, you know, in pod racing and Star Wars Episode 1, there's like a very high lethality to it, right? Like these things, they hit
that
once,
was made very clear.
Is represented, and
that was made clear with the conversation with Qui-Gon and Anakin, and especially the relation to Anakin being the rare human, doing it, and that's where, of course, just furthers for Qui-Gon going. He makes the point of not many humans do pod racing, and he kind of starts going on with the Force and stuff like that. So,
Takes a lot of
which is, you know, the beginning of the of the saga. We still just have the one Phantom Menace. We're still waiting for those sequels. Dan Blackroyd's out there. He knows. We're waiting on. We want those follow-ups, sir.
Mechanically, there's a bit more going on. Well, because they're like Star Wars, like a vehicle that give it different perks and a bit arm it.
So that was something I was starting to get kind of curious about, especially because, you know, he talks about destruction of the vehicles within like a couple of hits. So here we do have edit vehicle, right front, left front, right. You got some options for at least customizing your vehicle. That's good.
And abilities, and also.
So you have perks and abilities. That makes me wonder then too if you can up your damage resistance, make yourself a little beefier. Okay, so you have shield and afterburner, but it looks like it's more of a button code than it is like upgrades. Oh wait, let me go back. So after they did the button code, you got afterburner primed and first. Okay, so this must be pre-race like checks then, to get yourself primed and ready to go. First activation amp. Okay, starting the engines online. So yeah, that's okay.
You just run a lot of fun. Now, as much fun that it's kind of like a roguelite, at least the story is. So
Darius Pax, since you're here, why not take part in a friendly exhibition race? No commitment.
That, of course,
that's more.
You are helping.
Oh wait, no, that looks like the guy that the alien that Dax's dying episode 2. I mean the fan fiction story. Dex's dying. Sorry, Dex. Yeah, it looks like the Dex from that diner in episode 2 that Obi-Wan knew. Okay, I wasn't sure which. I wasn't sure it was a. Been a while.
It plays out like a roguelite. So you start on you pick your path. You can decide trial or battle mode. When you move on, going as you go on, you can unlock others.
Okay, so rewards. You got the speed. So I'm guessing like that one is your armor and your health, max energy. Okay.
Whether that's resilience, whatever it might be. So you're kind of building out. And of course, there's speeder bikes, not speeder bikes, like other. Sorry, I don't know, all those kind of details from me. But
I'll give him credit. At least he's being honest that he doesn't know it all. And he's not trying to pretend to know it all. So I'll give him credit on that.
Land speeder, that's it. There are land speeders, and there's also this one that like almost go like cut. And it's called like a knife. Really cool. It's fun. The last thing that I feel like I need to talk about was on me because they didn't show a lot of pod, but I saw it and I was like, okay, yeah, pod racing game. There is pod racing, but that's not the main focus. The pod racing almost felt pod racing plays differently. I got to play as Sebulba for one race, and I was going through Tatooine, the Tatooine race course. From differences that pod are more fragile, so you have to be way more careful going through it. But also because I was playing as Sebulba, was like once it charged, I could press a button and I'd spit fire out the side. I think he does kind of a cool callback,
which we saw in that other video, him flashing the heat vents on
it turns out
on one of the other racers.
A lot of those older if you played Burnout, or it doesn't feel as like backwater races, but I think that works. It's using the racing genre story in Star Wars. Thoughts on Star Wars Galactic Racer. It comes out in October, and I am very excited. At first,
I still can't say that again, it's Disney Star Wars. I know I saw in the Melee's Discord, Lord Slosh joked about, with Sebulba getting a redemption arc and was just misunderstood and stuff like that. Which wouldn't surprise me if they did that. Like, considering what they've already done to so many characters, it's like, it wouldn't surprise me if they took some dipshit route like that. But yeah, like, the only, like, I've seen I don't know, I personally haven't seen a whole lot of people. I know the Melees have seemed kind of interested in this. I personally am just like, if anything, I'd probably want to play more of like, go back to the pod racer games and play those again. I can't say I won't never play it, because who knows what'll happen sometimes with things, and I might get the morbid curiosity to check it out again. Not that I'll necessarily be giving to the House of Mouse and these current year developers. I'll rent it, I'll check it out. Maybe, like I said, if I get the morbid curiosity, and so I can't say I won't never play it. You never know. But just because of, the current storytelling when it comes to Star Wars is not that stellar, not that great. So, I mean, looking at it, the gameplay looks fine, sounds fine. It's good that you do have the customization options for the vehicles and stuff like that. That's good. And of course that you are leveling up and getting either different skills for it and everything. It's I'm kind of curious if they the vehicles, other than like he says, House of Bulba had the flashing events with the fire. If I'm kind of curious if there are other things where you get kind of weaponry or anything for your vehicle to do that in the races to take out your other competitors. But otherwise, I mean, it looks fine. It'll come down to just how obnoxious is the story potentially. Is it or isn't it? We'll just have to wait and see on that one. And it is what it is. It's just again more wait and see. Who knows? It could be fun, but it's with current Star Wars. There's just with current Disney Star Wars. It's just kind of like meh. But again, we shall see. But that was the Star Wars Galactic Racer. I don't know when it's supposed to be due out. If there is, because I know that it's been pre-release preview builds. Let me check really quick. So now I'm like, wait, does it have a release date yet? Let's see. So Ellie's doing a quick Google search. Oh, and of course they do have a Steam page for it, which I didn't realize, but they do have the Steam page up for it already. Galactic Racer is a runs-based high-stakes reinvention of racing born in the lawless Outer Rim, with the Empire gone and the galaxy okay, so this actually takes place after episode 6. Okay. The Galactic League is created an underground, unsanctioned circuit where syndicates bankroll chaos and champions are forged. Developer Fuse Games and published by Secret Mode. So yeah, coming out October 6, 2026 this year. I mean, I guess so pricing isn't horrible. Pre-purchase Star Wars Galactic Racer, $59.99. And you got the pre-order bonus, of course. And then pre-purchase Star Wars Galactic Racer Deluxe Edition at $79.99, which I mean nowadays that's the normal going price is $79.99. So I mean, I guess pricing wise that's not bad. However, what do we have here? We have the ever insidious thing of we have incorporates third party DRM, de novo, anti-tamper, 5 machine activation limit. Oh boy, oh dear. Well, I don't know if that will especially make all right, well, wait, has that what do they call it? Oh, shush you. Curator page. The DRM the de novo curator page hasn't hit this thing yet, but yeah, so that's a hit right there in my so that'll definitely be like wait to see that to drop. And I was already gonna say wait for a good sale, very good sale, like probably price of a sandwich sale. And so yeah, the de novo, darn. Even though, like I said in the past, I have gotten some games that do have, unfortunately, de novo, but I usually got them at a major sale. So, but yeah, the pre-purchase rewards, exclusive pre-order bonus, livery for your repulsor craft, exclusive pre-order bonus, player banner for multiplayer modes. Okay, I kind of figured there'd be multiplayer, but I wasn't sure. Digital deluxe edition, 3 exclusive vehicles become the envy of the paddock and pilot the Core Saroon Caesar T-Speeder bike, the Core Saroon Dark X Land Speeder, and the Core Saroon Rock S Skim Speeder. Unique livery for pilots who need to race in style. Coat any of your speeders with exclusive livery inspired by the Naboo N1 Starfighter. 3 arcade events for the fearless racers. The Galactic League challenges you to 3 exclusive arcade trials designed specifically for your Core Saroon repulsor craft. Digital art book. So yeah, like I said, so they do say the Empire's grip on the galaxy is finally broken. With its fall comes new obsession. Speed as the New Republic struggles to rebuild. Gambling, entertainment, and glory fuel the booming underground. No force, no prophecy, just skill, strategy, and the will to ride. Dan Blackroyd, hello, saying, is this a legend story? Well, actually, I did bring that up. Yes. It's a non-canon fan fiction story because, like it is, we have not gone beyond Phantom Menace. So this is taking some weird place in the far-flung future. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, kind of weird, right? Anyway, that's climb ranks, earn rewards. So that's what they already kind of detailed in the videos we just went over. But again, like I said, like it is, it's got de novo for the PC side. I mean, like it is. Consoles are already basically DRM machines themselves. And then de novo is just unfortunately the PC side that they added as an extra layer to mess with you. And as it's been found that de novo can have the potential to cause poor performances and bad optimization and everything like that. So it's a real stickler for stuff like that, and that's really what makes it unfortunate when they use programs like that, all to quote unquote safeguard their game and whatnot, and yet people will find a way. Anyway, that's the rest of the Galactic Racer. There we go. If you're into it, cool. I'm just kind of like meh.
Thank you for watching this clip from Respawn Roast Cantina. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see, and check out the full episode.